Hey there, Jay's Zero Pound Journey here. Guys, this is a little weird. I'm on a completely different channel. This is unlike me, but the show must go on, guys. We last left off with Psycho Mom divorces husband and split Thanksgiving. Psycho Dad's in a lot of pain right now. He's hurting inside. Not only can he not control his son, Jesse, but he just lost his wife, and he feels like it's his fault. We're at the stage now where Psycho Dad's kind of in denial, where he's like, this can't be my fault. I would never push somebody away. So he's gonna try and fight for my mom back. However, it's not to that point. Eventually, he starts to blame Jesse. It's just easier that way. Put everything on your son, asshole. So Jeffrey's still MIA. His character is just pretty much fucking dead at this point. And I just wanted to note that not only was the season 2 finale Psycho Brother Stomps Glasses, but that was the last time we see Psycho Brother. So Jesse's taking this pretty hard, and he still wants to see his mom. Jesse's kind of in denial too. My mom goes to Uncle Larry's house because that's just where these good characters go. She's living with him. They're prepping for Christmas, and I'm trying to spend as much time there as possible because it's my two favorite people. It's Uncle Larry and my mom. We're all getting along. It's great. And I'm also trying to kind of talk to my mom. Like I miss when she was home. So both me and my dad are in denial and are trying to get my mom back. We have this really important video called He's a Psychopath, and this is our first of a psychopath trilogy. There's He's a Psychopath, I'm a Psychopath, and The Psychopath. So this first one, we have this huge blatant foreshadowing of the finale, which was risky. Like, it was like, I remember talking to Corn about it, I was like, yo, like, this is fucking me killing my dad. But I was like, you know what, it's so playful, and it's 6 months previous, I doubt anybody's gonna pick up on this one. In this video, it's also where my dad writes, I am a psychopath, sarcastically on the board, which I intended to stay there until the very end of the series, which kind of festers in Jesse's mind, and whenever something happens, you see Jesse looking at the I'm a Psychopath board. It's like, oh, so you did something fucked up, then Jesse goes into his bedroom and looks, I'm a psychopath. Oh yeah, that makes sense. It's an unfortunate rationalization or justification for why my dad does the horrible things that he does. Oh, it's because I'm a psychopath, so it's okay. I have some BTS of this, guys. Check that shit out. You wanna know why I do the things I do? That's why, because that's my mom. Okay. That's a telltale sign of somebody who doesn't fucking know what they're thinking. Okay. Banner. I think the banner's good. Oh, it suck.
Neither of us can draw, so it's all good.
Yeah. I don't think anyone... Oh, fuck. Dude, let's do the next minute. We fucked up. Until 2016 hits, but I do want to talk about a new banner. Because banner is extremely important.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah,
with the bill?
Yeah, the template thing?
Yeah.
Or just the sheet, the markup?
I know you paid it.
I think I usually have everything. Why do you even need this?
Because I gotta make a new one.
Oh. Well, why do you need the old one? Isn't it gonna be different?
Yeah, but I got... Well, no, it's not gonna be different. Fuck.
No! Why'd you say fuck?
You wanted one in the...
No!
Because you said, is it going to be different?
I know, and that's okay if you're a little...
It's too late now.
Fuck, that was so fucking good! Fuck!
See?
Commit! You said you got it! It's super frustrating when most of these videos are one take. I've been chopping up the behind the scenes, there's not many people watching them, but now that we're on this channel, I feel like I can put more out there. But this highlights the struggle where it's like, we have like a 10-minute one-take scene. The first 5 minutes can be beautiful, perfection, executed greatly, but then all of a sudden, if in that 6 minutes somebody fucks up, you have to redo those first 5 minutes because it has to be all one clean shot. And this happens time and time again, where, you know, some of my favorite takes didn't get used because we didn't make it completely through. I ended up settling for one that we got through smoothly, but it wasn't acted or executed as well as it could have been like the other ones. We also would find that the first take was always the best because we had natural reaction and improv. However, after doing like 5, 6, 7 takes, we kind of start to script ourselves because we'd have jokes or certain lines we wanted to hit that we liked. One video I really liked when we had the epic Monopoly game. I loved it so much because we just put so much fucking foreshadowing. I mean, that Scrabble board alone is insane. And the amount of symbolism that we put behind people's character choices for Monopoly and things like, and the events that transpired in the game. We made this great video also called Homecoming, where my mom returns home to get some of her stuff. This was a very difficult video to shoot because, like, to sell that reality and that emotion behind, you know, my mom coming back in the picture just to get her things is so awkward and uncomfortable. One thing I really wanted to use to sell it, and Uncle Chris tells me later that this was one of his favorite scenes, was when my mom comes in the door and my dad just sadly goes over to hug her, and she just is limp like a fucking noodle, and it's the most uncomfortable scene you could ever watch. This is bringing us to Psycho Dad Splits PC. Splits being our cool verb. It's very strong, harsh sound, splits, but it's also symbolism for the fact that they got divorced. They are now split up, and the PC is representative of that. Psycho Dad was like, fuck this bitch. If she's leaving, then she's not getting her PC, and that sets us down a path to try and recover the hard drive. Just some filler vlogs. It gives us kind of a little arc to go on, and Jesse, although there's no information on the hard drive left that's able to retrieve, Jesse still doesn't give up. Like, he doesn't let go very easily. As we know, that kind of becomes a downfall, but he's clinging. He's clinging hard to what he's lost. But Psycho Dad Splits PC, I have a lot of behind the scenes of that, and the next video you'll watch after this one, it's going to be a standalone, but I'll actually reveal to you guys the Psycho series secret formula, aka how to make your own fucking viral video or freak out video. But here's Psycho Dad Splits PC. Roll that shit! A lot of these things you have around here that you're throwing out there, we're going to have already preset. So we get to see you out there a lot throwing things. But then at one point, you know, while we're talking to Jeffrey, you go in, grab the monitor, come out, and then just like chuck it on the pavement. At that point, we're just like, oh fuck, because we were just told in Homecoming that shit, the computer is important to Mom, she needs that. And we're gonna run it over to her to like today or tomorrow. So we all gotta rush. Psycho Dad's coming in, we're all going in. Oh my god, oh my god! He's like pulling cords out of the computer. I'm like, Dad, Dad, Dad! This time, Jesse's actually fighting for someone's behalf besides his own, so it's unprecedented for my character.
Where's the climax at?
my God.
Whoa!
Oh my god, what happened? I don't know what's going on.
The camera went all blurry. Do it again. What happened? We didn't even see
It's
it.
funny because we're coming
It's
up
like
on
Drake and Degrassi.
Oh my god! It's the climax!
Why did I think I could do that?
Corn. You guys are trying to like compete. This is good because we haven't seen you guys compete for a video yet, because Corn is basically like Jeffrey Jr. here with filming the Psycho.
Oh yeah.
So there's gonna be a competition. Who's gonna get the best shots? Who's gonna get the money shot? We're gonna rush back to your car because we gotta tell Mom, you know, all our stuff's getting thrown out. So that way it ends also on a little bit of a cliffhanger, so we can get some Psycho update viewers as well. John, do you hear this shit? Do you hear this? We're on the eve of, well, not the eve, we're the day of, or a few hours before Psycho Dad splits computer. Now, Joey's, let me get to a better place so I can talk. This computer, we've had this for my whole life, and so this one hurts. You know, we already got rid of the treehouse a week ago, or 2 weeks ago, before the divorce, and that sucks because like these are actual things that did mean things. So this computer's been around for a while, so I wanted to come in here and get as many things off it as I can. I don't think that's gonna happen. I think the computer's legit toast, which is perfect timing because it's gonna get split today with a log splitter. Basically, I was just showing you the log splitter, and that's, I mean, some of these things I like foreshadowing a lot. It shows that, hey, we knew what the fuck we were doing. Here it is, Jay. This is a log splitter. It's like a slow motion guillotine, probably the worst possible way to go. It sucked, you know, this is some jigsaw shit, you know, you put your fucking head in here. So apparently you just pull this handle, homeboy comes down, we're gonna have the, what? Why you put that there?
Just the shits and giggles.
Shits and giggles, that's when he axed the Ethernet cord. That was a Psycho Video Junior. So you do this, we're gonna have it laying so that the disc tray is facing out like this, so it should be a nice even split. Now what do you think will happen?
A lot of cracking.
I think shit'll go popping out because of the pressure.
Yeah.
Alright, so now it's gonna be really loud as it's happening. So I'm gonna be getting some nice, I'm gonna have to be screaming, you're gonna have to be yelling too.
Well, it's definitely going to crack and bust all the way in or compress.
Right.
One way or the other, the bitch is going to break.
Okay.
So.
Alright. It was great, guys. I literally foreshadowed the ending of the whole series with this banner art, me shooting my father. And we have the infamous I'm a Psychopath, hopefully now infamous. This will eventually be turned into a tattoo on my body, and then eventually, you know, there'll be a video called I'm a Psychopath, and probably the Psycho Path, like the path becoming psycho.
So yeah, as you can see, this is just a month's worth, and you know we got to go 6 more months. I might shave it one more time before I get locked in, because I don't want to look too crazy too soon. I always like the metaphor, you know, for somebody's mind is a computer. You know, I think we created the computer with the brain in mind, and it's just cool that Psycho Dad split it, and he's the reason, and it's the literal reason why they're no longer together. Is Psycho Dad just breaks shit, and he doesn't teach his sons good ways, and he splits the computer, thus pretty much splitting him and my mom apart. Everybody was like, why do you gotta complicate everything? We just want the destruction. We just want it to be destroyed. Like, go back to the old videos, like Season 1 Psycho Dad, and I was like, okay, we can play that game. I think it'd be cool to revisit it. When you go from, say, something like Psycho Family Halloween, this is 15 minutes long, and there's a lot of story to it, and it's a lot really complex, to 5 minutes of Psycho Dad splits computer, it's gonna be not as good, because you've already experienced something much grander than that. So that's why I'm saying, like, Season 1's great, we did a little homage to that, and, you know, Psycho Dad Trashes Store will be similar to this, where it's just a destruction, but, like, this will be it. Then we need to flesh it out again. Like, guys, you can't turn back. You can never go back. You can only move forward. You can try and stay back and, you know, hang out in the past, but nothing is going to happen that's good, trust me. Just a funny story real quick. We were literally seconds away from shooting Psycho Dad Splits Computer. I had everything choreographed. I walked through it another time after you saw the behind the scenes, and everyone was in position. Me and Corin were about to get into the car. My dad was on the deck ready to throw off clothes, and Jeffrey was had the camera ready for his angle. And somebody's like, Jesse. Completely random voice coming from the woods. And I was like, what the fuck? And I looked down, and somebody's like running down my driveway. A kid. I shit you not. And he got halfway down. He saw my dad. He saw Jeffrey with the camera. He saw Corin, and he saw like clothes and shit. Like literally, yeah. We were 30 seconds away from me saying go, starting the Psycho shoot. And I was just like, what the fuck? So I like quickly signaled for everyone to kind of hide. And I ran to close the distance between me and the kid, and I was like, hey, what's up, man? I was like, you really can't be here right now, but how's it going? And then next thing you know, he's calling his other friend from the end of the driveway, and next thing you know, I'm talking to these two guys. I'm like, what's up, guys? Like, how'd you get here? Like, trying to, you know, save face. I had to be nice, because you never want to be mean to a fan, but I was like, dude, you just really can't fucking be here right now. I never said these things, but I was just like really nice, and I was like, what's up, guys? And then he had his friend come down in a car. Next thing you got 3 guys out there. And I talked through with them. Just, you know, I was just like, I followed him on Twitter and stuff. Did some nice things. Took some pictures with him. I've seen people get on my ass about, like, why do you say it's real? It's like, I'm not saying it's real. I'm playing a character who's saying it's real. Obviously, and, like, you can make the comparison, like, oh, well, in The Walking Dead, you know, characters in The Walking Dead don't say it's real. That's fair. But The Walking Dead characters, or actors, whatever you want to call them, they're also not saying this is fake. It's just something you know. The problem is, though, people don't treat YouTube with the respect it deserves. It is an entertainment platform. Users don't necessarily have to be users. They can be characters. They have been characters before. And so naturally, my character is going to say it's real because he is experiencing it. So it's a play on people's perceptions. In a lot of ways, it is a social experiment. I always say this too. It's like when people truly enjoy a piece of art or a work, you know, a movie, a TV show, when they truly enjoy it is when they get so sucked into it. The escapism is so real that they believe it. They believe it to be real, and that's when you really got something good. Because it's funny, you know, there's always people that are pointing out goofs, like, oh, you know, continuity error, you know, that thing wasn't there before, but it was there now, they fucked up, and then suddenly it takes you out of it. Or somebody's bad acting in a TV or film, you're like, ooh, suddenly you don't like it anymore because it's not believable, because it's not real, it's not reality. You understand what I'm saying, guys? Uncle Larry asked me today, he was like, just like legit, he was like, how are you not, like, getting tired? Or, like, you know, how are you not burnt out yet? The burnout, because I've been doing 2 videos a day for a long time now. And it's not like a gaming channel where, you know, you play a game and you can have at least 10 uploads from one, you know, gameplay, and then you just edit together. And there's a lot of editing work, and I'm not, you know, diminishing the value of gaming channels or any channel for that matter. I appreciate all things, but it's it's definitely not quite like what I'm doing, and I'm not trying to toot my own horn here or anything like that. I'm literally just venting to you guys, and I just really want, and I don't get it now, but I just truly wish that you guys can appreciate the amount of thought and hard work and just like dedication to this story and the characters and the lies that we live in your eyes, or just like how well we play out our characters. I just want you guys to really respect and appreciate it and just like look at it for what it is. It's hard to see that, you know, and that's what we play on. That's what the Psycho series is all about. I mean, it's like Psycho Dad doesn't understand, you know, this new digital world, and I think this is something a lot of kids have to struggle with, and it's something I've had to struggle with, and that's why it's close to my heart, and I think it just speaks volumes to like a lack of understanding and how we should really try and understand. There was a time, I don't know if I told you guys this, but there was a time where it was when Eagle's Landing was going on, the tank got destroyed, then I was living with Uncle Larry, and then it was the season 1 finale, Psycho Dad reacts to 1 Million Juggies. You know, the RV got pulled in, and I was finally back in the house after a month of being out of it, and I laid down on my bed, and I closed my eyes, and I thought to myself, I was like, fuck, I was like, it is like fucking really good to be back. I remember thinking that, and I was just like, I opened my eyes, and I was like, whoa. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, no. I just totally believed. I just felt like I legitimately got kicked out and lived on my own for a month in a tent in an RV, and all these things happened. And this isn't the first. That was like one of the first times where I really noticed it. But I've noticed just like me now, and you might even be able to tell by me talking to you now. I seem pretty with it now, obviously, but there are times where I do get lost in it because I have to be, you know, because I'm filming so much to do 2 uploads a day. It's so much work. You know, I end up getting lost, and I believe for a few days ago, I believed my parents were divorced, and I got a little upset about it just for like a few seconds, and then I was like, you know, slapped myself in the face. I was like, Jesse, this is real, Jesse. Don't get confused. And it's just I get to see it now. I see it, how actors can get really lost in a role. It takes a lot out of you. It's Bryan Cranston said it's an emotional sacrifice that must be made, and there was also my parents got into a fight in a vlog, like for, you know, part of the script, obviously. That should go without saying at this point, but I was like, wow, you know, I start to think things. It's wild, and I have to stop myself. I hope I'm not an actual psychopath by the end of making this series. It's one thing, you know, if it's like a soap opera and you have a whole crew and you have a whole team, you have a whole team of writers, a team of actors and whatnot, and you know, you're producing it, but like it's all me. You know, there's obviously going to be a trust thing, but I mean, you guys got to know the real Jesse. I am such a straight OG, guys, original gangster. I wouldn't lie to you, and like, you know, you call it rationalization, justification, whatever you want. I wasn't lying to you guys. I was playing a character. I got you back, though. I just want to take you for a low ride. Just getting a bittersweet feeling. The series is ending. I need to schedule our final series trip to Switzerland and VidCon. Pickle Boy's texting me. What you want, Pickle Boy? I don't tell Pickle Boy my ideas. I love you, man, but I don't think Pickle Boy knows the extent of the series. But I wonder what he's gonna say. Oh, he said, I'm booking my VidCon shit. Do you know the hotel everyone stays at? Nice, we're gonna get to meet. I did want to talk about, everyone thinks Jesse's always good for some false endings. You don't know my stuff before this, but I'm always good for some false endings. I think there was like 7 in the game. Now everyone thinks it's ending in January, and it just so happens that it ended up being the 40th Psycho episode, so fucking works for me.
This is pretty standard, guys, going forward till the end of the series, as I started to film the choreography before and after the Psycho video for every Psycho video, so I hope you're excited to see all those for the final, 10 Psycho videos that we have. Alright, Jay, so that's it for this one. Don't forget to subscribe for more content. Twitter, Instagram, links in the description. Drop mad likes on this video if you're enjoying being on this separate channel, away from the craziness, the comments, and all the bullshit on the McJuggernuts channel. Alright, Jays, love you all to death, and don't forget to keep it rigid.